stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started.
And we are underway from Indianapolis. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
Brandon, that's giving your team a big burst to start things off. Already beginning a drive in the red zone. Hallelujah.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
10 through 11. Ready? Mustang 19. 60. Dragon 60.
Willis going to throw it right away. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally he's going to come out throwing here, but that time they couldn't connect.
Here's Willis.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19. 70 Ranger. Go.
The shotgun snap to Willis. They'll try and do this himself. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurkin. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10.
Rip, 23. 11. Hey, Ginger. Take right open. Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence. That's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
11. And gun. Here we go.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So this defense for the Colts, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards
that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Sink right. Go, let's go. 13, Luke.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And coughed it up. And the Colts pick it up.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do better? Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own one.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Man,
I never
fumbling ass.
The offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19, Mustang 19. Go.
Willis looking to throw it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. The Colts had 12-3 now on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Nigga, pick it. Oh, my. This nigga swatted it.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Willis to throw.
And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, first and 10.
11. Hey, kill, 11, add. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence. They'll get that complete to Alberto.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
That's good for our Jaguars. First down.
30 left.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
11.
Lawrence will throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. He's into space past the 25. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Great job. Check out. 11, Agate. Hey, I'm gun. Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Right, let's go. 30 left. Go. Hey, James, attack. 11. Go. Hey, switch.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. He'll try to pick it up himself. This will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
11, Agate.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He'll try to do it himself.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
De'Ami Brown,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the Jaguars take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
19 Lions. 2. 6. 70 Lions.
Willis.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
Come on. 70 Rangers. 7. Mustang 19. 18. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos.
Willis will look to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
Right.
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Willis to throw once more. And he's got his man inside, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates. Panther and left.
Back to throw, Willis.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Dragon 60. Viking 18. Cup 19. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18.
Here's Willis.
And he's got his target. It's caught for
Man.
Mecole Hardman with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Hunter now will go in motion left. Now Lawrence. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
That's fucking crazy,
and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Thomas goes in motion left. Now Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
A gain of 11 on the play.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, remember, he had a fumble earlier in this first half and got saved, but no such saving here. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and as a coach and as a teammate, you're hoping that he learned from the first one. There was a lesson there, but obviously he doesn't have enough focus in order to lose it a second time. That simply can't happen if you're trying to win a game.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 70, 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Willis looking to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at the 36-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Touchdown, Jaguars! They should turn 50 yards. And the Jags are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Willis to throw. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He was taken down
from the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for our Jaguars. First down.
Hey, run!
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Sink right. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Go, let's go. 11, Agate. Hey, I'm gun.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. That is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Turton will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point.
They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
65.
Willis. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
The Jaguars, first down. A gain of 12. And the Jaguar first down.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. That'll give him 8th that time. And it'll be 2nd in a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Colts 45-yard line.
13, Luke. 11, Agate.
Here's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Hold on, I'm on the phone. Hold on, bro.
15 before they drop him. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Pincher. Zach, go, let's go. 30 left. Take right open. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Hey, same right. Son. Go, straight. Over. Roy. Hey, kill.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
13, move. Hey, I'm gun. Go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Colts. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bashir Tootin, 65 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
30 left. Go, let's go. Go. 11.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. 34. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the
Sorry,
drive,
bro.
17 yards and moves the sticks.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Come 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, trap 60, Mustang 19.
Willis out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Now the
Thank
coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ready. 60 Eagle, Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw Willis. And that is going to be incomplete as he
Thank you.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his
Ah,
complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before
cannot stop this nigga.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Oh my God. Nigga, hop up.
A great play there. 37 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away.
Are you there?
Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line.
Of course. Fucking course, bro.
By the kick team. As he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
Jesus.
Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Nobody gets open on this nigga, bro.
About 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And of course, this fat bitch.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Lawrence
30-yard line.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunter. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's good.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
In motion right here, Hunter.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
A gain of 3,
That's
2nd
fucking
down.
crazy.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Thomas, the man in motion left.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And
Oh.
They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. For the 2-point conversion.
13, Luke.
They'll look to throw.
They can't even try to catch it, bro. What is that?
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the
That's fucking wild.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Adrian.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football.
Nigga, y'all are right. Nigga. Can I stop this nigga, bro?
He ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Did I get a safety? No. I just been going for 2 on some of them. I think I missed like 2 or 3 2-point conversions. Only got 1.
Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Willis looks to pass it here.
God. Just can't stop him. Can't stop this nigga to save my life. Nah, it's a regular season game. You know. Bro, I fumbled the ball 3 times in the first quarter, bro. Or first half, sorry. First half. This doesn't make sense.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try to battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Lawrence will throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past
Who, him?
45.
I'm the Jags, bro. He's the coldest nigga that ever existed. You do.
Now Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh my God, nigga. Fucking hate this game.
In motion right here, Hunter. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll take a shot.
Oh, he ran over there. Fuck. And he picked it. Oh, I didn't see that nigga running over there. It's fine. It's just a regular season game. I just can't stop him.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
He always has that open every time. Let's put that. Let's try. Let's try a couple 6.
I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Look at this shit, bro.
Favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Willis.
Oh, y'all niggas finally decided to get a stop. It's crazy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set, go.
To throw, here's Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to throw, Willis.
There you go.
Pass taken in by his
Cover 3 sky, bro.
He takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Will Mallory, 36 yards.
Yeah, we lost again to this nigga. Can't beat this nigga yet.
On the year as they add on to their lead. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
All Travis Hunter had to do is catch that ball, bro.
Now he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one gonna hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the
I'll do it again. Fuck this nigga.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. In motion left is Thomas.
Run over there, bitch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 16-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 64 yards.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it.
They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Touchdown.
You want to catch that, though.
Travis Hunter, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Lawrence. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
Jaguars 48.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Oh, get it, nigga.
Did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 42.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that went too far in front.
Bro, come on.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. from the gun. Lawrence. And he's going to be out of bounds.
That nigga ran over there to light his ass up.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
Dirty left.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Hey, kill.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Ow. Whatever. Fuck it.
And see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now Willis.
These niggas hold on to everything.
The 30 almost to the 25. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Willis to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get into the end zone.
Bro, Travis Hunter is such a bad cornerback. He could just be out there.
26 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, line. Go. Let's go. Go.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it.
Oh my God.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Hey. Go.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And this is intercepted.
Okay.
And that should do it.
Picked off by Malachi Starks.
It didn't work.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
At the
19,
41-yard line.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
Y'all little motherfuckers finally got a sack.
Losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure. And it's 2nd down.
Now the Iowa State product. It's Kene Nwangu.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Here's Willis. Now he's going to step up and run.
That fucking crossing route is literally open every single time.
Down to the 9. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
60 Bison. 6. Ready.
Willis back to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Willis will try and throw for this. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th-quarter lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away.
Still in the playoffs, bro. Have a better game.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Yeah, not what I wanted to do.
They go back to the air here after
Oh
the
my
INT
God.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area,
I fucked up the whole protection on that shit.